Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser. Yes, it's time to finally review Jordan Peele's latest horror film, the sci fi horror film called Nope. Now, Nope is a 2022 American sci fi horror film that was written and directed by Jordan Peele. The film stars Daniel Kaluuya, Kiki Palmer, Stephen Yang, Brandon Perea, Michael Wencock, and Keith David. Now, in this film, the residents of a lonely gulch in inland California bear witness to an uncanny and chilling discovery. Yes, they do. Now, film actor and actor Jordan Peele has come a long way since being a cast member on the Fox comedy series Mad TV. He, along with fellow Mad TV colleague Keegan Michael Key, then created their own comedy show, Key and Peele, which aired on Comedy Central for 3 years. His career really took off when he made his directorial debut in 2017 with the horror film Get Out, which earned him Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, and the film was also nominated for Best Director and Best Film. He would then receive more praise for his 2019 horror film Us, making a name for himself in the horror community. A lot of people started comparing him to other modern horror film directors such as Mike Flanagan and James Wan. He was really putting himself there in the horror community. He even became the host of I think it's airing on Showtime, The Twilight Zone. So everyone was looking forward for his latest horror film, which was simply called Nope. Sort of a play that a lot of black people have when they get into certain situations that they know they don't want to be in, so they go, oh, nope, 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 nope. That's it, I'm out of here. Now, set on an isolated inland in California, we're introduced to O.J. Haywood, owner of the Haywood Hollywood Ranch Horse, which trains and handles horses for movies and televisions. We get to see a beginning part of the film when we learn that his father, Otis Sr., and I believe his father and so far before him, this has been a family tradition where they basically train and use horses for movies and movies and television shows. Now, while struggling to keep the ranch open after the death of his father, OJ's sister, Emerald M. Haywood, wants him to sell the ranch to his neighbor, Ricky Jupe Park, a former child star who owns a carnival attraction called Jupiter's Claims, right around the area where their horse ranch is. Now, while investigating a power outage at the ranch at night, OJ and M believed that they saw a UFO flying around the ranch. Ooh, interesting. X-Files, maybe? Believing this is their chance to become famous and rich, M convinces OJ to buy surveillance cameras to put around the ranch so they can capture a picture of the object. They then hire Fry's Electronics employee Angel Torres to help set up the cameras and then wait to see when the object will appear so they can capture it. And that's basically sort of the premise and plot of the film. Now, the one thing you can say about Jordan Peele is that man knows what to do behind the camera. This is a very visual and stunning looking film with some decent shots around the sky and the ranch and around the camera. One of the things that really helps is that both the ranch and the carnival are very in isolated areas. Really not much people around there. So you get some nice, decent shots of the sky. You get all the area around in the ranch area. And he does a pretty good job in showing how isolated it is, how beautiful it is also, too. And it also creates a nice, decent atmosphere because there's no one around. And anytime you're dealing with UFOs, because people always say there's no one else around, it's just people who sees it, and unfortunately, no one believes them. So it's pretty interesting how Jordan Peele sets all this up. The film is very well paced too, despite the fact that we have a small cast. But it's mainly due to Peele's script and the acting, and it keeps the audience on its toes. We get some great character development between OJ and M and his sister. I love Stephen Yeun's character, Ricky Jupe. He has his own backstory, which we see in the film as well. And you love all these characters. You're waiting to see what is going to happen as the film progresses. Now, I'm sure people will say that the movie is slow, especially during the first act, but by the time we get to really see what's happening, the tension and the suspense get turned up very, very quickly. I should know because it's like we're waiting and some events happen, and it's like, wow, okay, we're getting somewhere, but we're waiting for it to happen. But I believe Jordan Peele did this on purpose. But it does take a while for stuff to happen. And like I said before, I believe Jordan Peele did this on purpose, letting the audience get to know OJ and M better as we learn why M left the ranch and was estranged from her father. There is a story that takes place right around the middle of the end of the first act, and we learn why M left the ranch. And, it's sort of a nice character moment. We get to see the differences between OJ and M. M has had this fantasy because she wants to be rich and famous. I mean, they're in California, probably near any Hollywood right there. While OJ, he's more laid back and he just simply just wants to take care of the ranch and keep his father's legacy going on. The acting is decent as both Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer are great together as OJ and M. You really get to see that they really are great, that they really are brother and sister despite their differences. And we get to see more of that, especially during the third act, as we want them both to survive. They do a pretty good job. I especially love Kiki Palmer. She's really great in this film. She's energetic. She knows what she wants. She's definitely wants to get this Oprah shot, as she calls it, throughout the film, because but she also wants to. She also loves her brother, and she also wants to survive. So we really want to really start pulling for both OJ and M in this film. Now, I know this is supposed to be a sci-fi horror film, but other than an event that takes place during the second act of the film, there's very little horror in this film. Yeah, there's not much blood in here. I mean, there's really not much. I mean, I guess you could say as other films, it really wasn't gory or bloody, but you know, I expected something a little bit more in this film because it is a horror film, and we did get to see some of that in both his films, Get Out and in Us. But Jordan Peele doesn't do that. We don't get any type of jump scares. These films are not full of gore. It's more of the character development. It's more of the tension and suspense in the atmosphere. That's what makes Jordan Peele great here. And yes, we really don't get that many horror moments in this film. We do in that second act of the film. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are saying when that scene takes place, I won't say it because this is a non-spoiler film, but the people who saw the film probably know what scene I'm talking about. Why is this here? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the film, but I think he's using it as an allegory as to what's happening on the ranch is what's happening in that scene there. And I won't say what it is, but you know what I'm talking about here. That's what I got out of that scene because at first I didn't understand it. Why is he putting us here? Why are we seeing this? And then it like kind of makes sense as opposed to what's happening in that scene and what's going on in the ranch. Now, at least the third act really brings in the tension and the atmosphere Jordan Peele is known for it. And I get the feeling that some people might not like it. It's like, wow, that's it? And mainly because, unlike Get Out and Us, there's something missing in this film. Something would make this film just as great as those two films were. Not that this isn't a good horror film because it's a good one, but if Peele had a little bit more horror to it, perhaps it'll be right up there with the other two. And again, I'm not stating the fact that this is not a bad horror film. It's a good horror film. It's almost on the level of decent, but unlike with Us and Get Out, and even though I don't like comparing films because this is totally different, but there is something missing. Something is lacking in this film that we didn't get, that we got with Us and we got with Get Out. And there's something missing in this film, something to take it over the top. Overall, this is a very visually stunning horror film, very well acted, and a different horror film that Peele has created here. Now, it might not be for everyone's taste, but I believe the next project Peele has will just be as good or even better than this one. So I'm going to give Nope 3 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Giving it 3 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. It's like I said, it's a good, decent, kind of a different horror film that we haven't seen before. So I really give Jordan Peele credit for what he's crafted here. We have excellent acting from Daniel and Kiki. We also have some good acting from all of the other cast members. Brandon's pretty good as Jana Torres. Veteran actor Michael Wincott, he's pretty good in his role as the famed cinematographer, host. And of course, veteran actor David Keith, he's good in anything that he has right here. So like I said, decent, pretty good horror film, just not great. So there you have it, guys. That is my video for today. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share. That way it'll help out with the YouTube algorithm here. If you have seen Nope, what do you think about it? Please leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Nope. And again, no spoilers. So if you are going to spoil Nope, Please make sure you mark it down in the comment section because I don't want the film spoiled. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I say in my next video, I'm out.